Head coach Clay Helton and the Trojans fell this weekend for the second home game in a row.
Our sports anchor Keith Demolder is here to break down a testy head coaching situation. Keith?
Trevor and Nikki, it's like 1700s France out there. Trojan fans calling for Helton's head. We'll have more up next about his chances to stick around. And women's soccer is back to the playoffs and maybe another national title. As well, the Woolsey Fire has devastated Los Angeles. We have an update about how LA Rams players are making a difference. Annenberg TV Sports is next. This weekend, the Woolsey Fire decimated areas of Malibu and Thousand Oaks. Thousands have been evacuated, homes have been destroyed. But thankfully, LA Rams players are bringing more than touchdowns to help the victims. The LA Coliseum was filled with smoke and ashes on Saturday. Air quality was so bad, the Rams canceled their practices before Sunday's game, where players like Todd Gurley gave their thoughts and prayers to fire victims.
What's going on, Rams Nation? Got the win against Seattle. Man, shout out to the whole city of LA, through the shooting, through the fire. I appreciate everyone sticking together. Prayers to everyone and their families, and I hope everyone is safe. We love you, LA. Go Rams.
Fellow Rams player Andrew Whitworth, meanwhile, donated his game check from the Rams' Sunday win over Seattle to help out victims. The Rams organization is also helping out by selling game-worn jerseys to support the Conejo Valley victims and SoCal wildfire relief funds in the wake of the Borderline shooting and North LA fires.
From the NFL to the NCAA now. Trojan fans were not happy after the loss to Cal. Just like rapper Chief Keef, SC fans and critics told the world what they don't like, and that was Clay Helton on Saturday. Helton received shade from many, including former NFL bust Ryan Leaf, who tweeted, "There's a possibility that USC finishes 5-7 this year. Will Clay Helton be looking for work if they do?" Aaron Torres predicted that Helton would be taking severance after this season. And Arash Markazi referred to the last time SC was 5-5, the 2000 team under Paul Hackett. The Trojans finished 5-7 that year, and Hackett was fired as a result. Here's what Helton had to say about the loss.
Yes, I do think it is in good shape. I'm sorry for the 5-5 season right now, but better days are here to come. Sometimes that you have a season that it just doesn't go your way, but I believe in this coaching staff. I believe in the leadership. I believe in our players most of all, and I believe that better days are ahead.
Keith, Helton believes there are better days ahead. What do you think? Is this his last season?
I don't know. Lynn Swann, he's definitely a patient guy, so I can see him riding Helton's tenure out. Here's what I will say about Helton. He's much like a young Keith playing pond hockey in Chicago on very thin ice. That said, Helton's on the hot seat, but from a hot seat to a hot team, from football to football. We now move on to a team that is actually winning games in the USC women's soccer team and their first round game this weekend. 6 different Trojans scored goals in a 6-0 romp over Long Beach State in the first round of the NCAA playoffs, including the 12th of the year from Leah Pruitt. Next up, the women of Troy will take on LSU in Florida. Head coach Kadani McAlpine commented on the team's momentum moving forward. Halloween might be over, but as Michael Jackson knows as good as anyone, thrillers can happen anytime. And at the Utanksu Aquatic Center this past weekend, a thriller went down between number 1 USC and number 2 UCLA. In a battle for water polo supremacy, the Trojans came out on top in a thrilling 12-11 win. Sam Skalbania scored 4. Zach Desau and hero Marin Dosic also netted 3 goals apiece in USC's regular season finale. Dosic gave his thoughts about his late game heroics.
When I saw Jacob on the right side sprinting, going through the cage and Meyer, then I knew that Meyer's gonna make that pass at the end because I was so open and I don't know. That's it pretty much. You score a winning goal, you see that crowd, you see your coach, your teammates, everyone fired up, proud, and that's all. That's why you work, that's why you practice, that's why you play.
Guys, a very scary situation this weekend with the air quality. LA City section playoffs also postponed.
Wow. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, Keith.
Thank you, Keith. It seems like lots being affected.